I know you don't know me, but I'd like to get to know you. And I don't think I can do that until I share a piece of myself with you. I feel like I've been asleep for the last 10 years. I had a traumatic event within my family, and I did what I could to sort of get past that. I went to my GP, I said to him what had happened, and immediately he recognised it as PTSD. And I engaged with the counselling. It didn't quite work for me as I would have liked to, maybe because we got put together out of availability. Fast forward to a few years, about 2017, and we nearly lost my mum. She was quite poorly, and if I hadn't listened to her properly, I might not have been able to pick up on what was going on, and I wouldn't have been able to be there for her to take her to hospital via ambulance, because she went into ICU and she would have died. The same year, while trying to also do my master's degree, I went through a separation in my marriage. And even if it's like through mutual consent, like we both agreed it wouldn't have worked, it's still quite difficult. Even though it was mutual consent, I still went through all the different thoughts and feelings, like grief, sense of loss, loneliness, but at the same time, as well as fear, there was excitement, a sense of relief as well. And I would oscillate between all of those different things, bouncing around. Anyway, I had met someone absolutely wonderful while doing my master's degree, and we're still together now, nearly 7 years on. It's led me to move to here, to North Wales. And so I just wanted to come out here and start sharing the things that are on my doorstep. And I think this idea stems from having some counselling in the summer of 2024. And because I kept saying to my therapist, I really want to go back to 2004. But then it got me to thinking, would I go back to 2004? That's not necessarily what I was saying. I didn't want to be in 2004, but if I did go, it would be like time travelling. I'd love to be a tourist in my own life and go back and just sort of observe that and go, that's the guy, he can do that. And it sort of led me to think about being a tourist anywhere. I love to go abroad, but what I don't do is I don't do the things that are right on my doorstep. 15 years I lived in Manchester and I didn't do the things that were right on my doorstep. And Manchester is a great, beautiful city. And now I've left the city. And I look out of my attic window where I've edited this, and I see this. This is what I see. Well, on the other side of that hill there, I live on the other side of this hill. And that is a stunning view. So I thought, come up to these hills. And I just thought, what else have I got around this area? So if I'm going to explore the local area and put it on camera like this, I'm going to need your help. I want you to follow. I want you to follow along on the journey and get involved. Send messages about where you think I ought to go that is in the sort of North Wales area. Of course, I'm going to have to focus on Wrexham AFC. I can't live here and not. I'm a supporter of the club. I go to matches when I can, when tickets are available. That's the biggest main limitation. But Wrexham as a town has taken a dip, but I think it's on its way back up. And I want to share that with you. I think that's a really exciting time for the Wrexham city. But I also want to show you this, what is like a second away in the car. Anyway, I want to leave you with a quote from Mr. Keating when he reads, "Oh Captain, my Captain." In Dead Poets Society, he reminds us of connection with ourselves, with each other, with nature. And he says, we don't read and write poetry because it's cute. We read and write poetry because we are members of the human race. Isn't that a beautiful quote to end it with? And that's what I'm going to do with every video, I'm going to share an inspirational quote from a movie. And I'd love to hear from you what your favourite movies are too. What quotes you find really exciting. One quote that leaves me at the moment energised and encouraged is the things that you don't do that you regret.